Our main story tonight concerns renewable energy, or as it's also known, the world's least successful attempt at a group project. Tonight, I don't want to bore you with yet another lecture about how you shouldn't eat meat or how you just need to install solar panels this year. Because tonight, I want to talk about RECs. RECs, or Renewable Energy Communities, are more than just a gathering of energy enthusiasts or a trendy band. They're a group of real people. Yes, like you, me, and Bob from next door, banding together to harness the power of Mother Nature's gifts the sun, the wind, and, well, even cow manure. But let's focus on more of the glamorous ones. Now, imagine, if you will, a community where every rooftop is a mini power plant, and the local park doubles as a wind farm. It's not just saving the planet, it's about transforming our neighborhood into powerful players in the energy game. Communities are turning rooftops, empty fields, and even landfills into sustainable sources of energy. And it's not just about the energy. No, it's about jobs. And it's about Bob, who installed solar panels last week and now can't stop telling you about kilowatt hours at every neighborhood party. In Italy, the cities of Magliano and Piemonte have shown great ways in which RECs can be integrated into the community. Both cities bought in early into the REC initiative and are now producing between 20 and 60 kilowatts of self sustaining energy for their communities. This has transformed the landscape, literally and figuratively. They're not only generating clean energy, but they're fostering a sense of independence by pooling resources of the 40,000 Italian energy RECs that have produced, consumed, and shared their own energy, significantly cutting down on these costs. Now, imagine that energy shared like a community garden, but instead of tomatoes, you're growing watts. And the Italians love their RECs. These communities are booming. Why? Because they've realized something crucial. Renewable energy isn't just about saving the planet, it's about saving cash. And let's be honest, who doesn't love saving cash? Now, you might be asking, Daniel, how exactly does this save us money? Well, picture this. Energy prices are as volatile as a toddler with a paint can. Now imagine locking in these low, stable prices for your energy because it's coming from the sun or wind, which last time I checked sends no bills. Now, it's easy to get tangled in the weeds when we talk about the cost of energy. Yes, there's no escaping that switching to renewable energy has upfront costs. Solar panels aren't being handed out at the end of marathons, and wind turbines don't grow on trees yet. But here's where it gets interesting. Being part of an REC spreads out those costs. It's like going to get pizza with friends. It's cheaper than buying it all yourself. And in the long run, the savings from these renewable energy communities can be substantial. Now, let's talk trends. The International Renewable Energy Agency, or INRA, reports that solar-voltaic and onshore wind are now the cheapest sources of electricity in many parts of the world. And that's not just good news, it's great news. It means that the energy powering your light bulbs, your TV, and even your fridge is getting cheaper because it's coming from wind and sun. But it's not all about the green in your wallet, it's about the green for the planet. These communities are power plants that are slashing carbon emissions like a horror movie villain, except in this case, it's a good thing. But let's not dream about it. Let's look at where these dreams are becoming a reality. Around the globe, there are 420 energy communities in Great Britain that are leading the charge, with the Isle of Sicily experimenting with marine energy, tapping into the power of the sea itself. Across the pond in New York, citizens and traders aren't just participating, they're actively buying and selling renewable energy through an app. Yes, there's an app for that too. Making clean energy is as accessible as making your morning cup of coffee. And then there's Australia, a continent not just known for kangaroos, but for being a bustling hub of around 100 energy communities. Helpburn, their first REC, began generating in 2011, setting the precedent for many others to follow. Now, it's easy to get lost in the romance of renewable energy, but let's ground ourselves in reality for a moment. These initiatives are bounded by layers of regulation, from energy laws to tax codes, all of which need careful navigation. That's where local leaders come in. They're crucial for cutting the red tape and making sure these projects comply with the law and thrive. So, if you're sitting there thinking, what can I do? The answer is quite a bit. Talk to your community leaders and engage in conversations. Communities have the power when they work together to create real change that is both environmentally and economically robust. Well, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.